next Monday, 1 Eastern on Fox and anywhere you are on your Fox Sports app. Kirk Cousins led the Vikings to a wild overtime win versus the Bills yesterday. It felt like a playoff game to me. Beat them 33-30, improving to 8-1 on the season. Cousins finished with 357 passing yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions in this win. Despite the big upset on the road, the Vikings find themselves as 1.5-point underdogs at home next week versus Skip's Cowboys. Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust Kirk Cousins going forward? I'm
going to Nate. He has a 5-game winning streak, 5 fourth-quarter comebacks in 2022. That's leading in both categories, Skip. All 7 of the Vikings win, and the current win streak has come by 8 points or fewer. Skip, there's something to be said for a team that finds a way to win close ball games. Because at some point in time, late in the season or the playoffs, you're going to be in a dogfight of a game. And you've got to have been there before to realize we've been here before, we can come back. Just last week, they were down by 10 to the Washington football team. And you can say, well, they're not that good anyway, so that doesn't say anything. But you down by 10, and you're on the road in Buffalo, and we know what Buffalo represents, and we know what the expectations that they have. And they've gone out and fortified their defense. Got a Von Miller, who yesterday had another big sack. He's finding ways. He's gaining confidence, and his team is gaining confidence in him. And that's what made Skip. Brady, if you look at Brady, how it started, every game he played in the playoffs was a close ball game. So as he built out through his career, he's been in close ball games. He felt he could win those close ball games, and his team had confidence in him in those games. And that I'm not saying Kirk Cousins is Tom Brady, but I'm saying there's something to be said that when you do something, you feel like you can do it again. That's why people don't stop with him, no matter what they do, Skip. That's why criminals don't stop. If you get away with it, they're like, hey, I got away with it. Kirk Cousins say, hey, you see what I did? 10 points on the road. Down. Did it. 10 points on the road to Buffalo. Did it. 10 points. Did it. So there's something to be said for that. And I told you, that's not your uncle for a cousin. That's 5 chains.
Really?
That's first cousin. And you need to put some spec on his name. But you won't. But you will come Monday next week.
I'll put a speck of spec on his name. Just a speck. S-P-E-C-K. I'll give you a speck of spec. Scale of 1 to 10, how much do I believe in him going forward? How much do I fear him going forward? How much do I trust him going forward? I'll go to a 2.
A 2?
Just because he's had a remarkable, miraculous year so far. Kirk Cousins is a mirage. Kirk Cousins is made of paper mache. Kirk Cousins is made of balsa wood. When you least expect it, he will fall all apart right before your very eyes because he is inflicted with what I call the haywire gene. He will throw it to you when you least expect it, and when you most need it, he will throw it to the wrong team.
You got that quarterback on your team.
You could be right, but that quarterback, Dak Prescott, is 4-1 lifetime against Kirk Cousins. My team is 8-2 lifetime against Kirk Cousins. And by the way, before I proceed, could we just show those 2 interceptions he threw yesterday? Because I think these are signs of things to come.
I don't.
Signs of things to come. If we could see the 2 Kirk Cousins interceptions that made him look more like Kurt Cousins. This is an airmail job. What am I doing?
He had him over. Skip, you make it seem like that was just a bad throw. It's like he didn't force it.
It's just an airmail. It's just...
Now, the second one, this is horrible. I got offer you nothing. I got nothing for this one. I got nothing for this one. I got nothing for this one.
I've seen a whole lot of that from the quarterback that once upon a time, Bruce Allen, then the GM of the Washington football team at that point, nicknamed something else, called him, actually referred to him as Kurt. C-U-R-T. His name is Kirk with a K.
Yeah.
And that was when he was franchise tagged.
Or K-U-R-T.
Right. What are you doing?
Whatever. He didn't say Kirk.
Yeah, and that's when he was screaming at the media. You like that?
Yeah.
You like that? Boy, I like those interceptions he threw yesterday, and I'm going to like them if he throws them to my team.
What about them tubs? Would you like that? What about being down by 10 points on the road in Buffalo? Crowded in a frenzy. It's starting to snow. That defense is starting to heat up. Ed Oliver's getting after you. Von Miller's getting after you. Phillips is getting after you. Milano's making plays. You done got picked twice. And somehow he found it within himself to say, I've been here before, I've done that. Watch this.
I will give you this. Kirk Cousins has found the ultimate lifeline, and he wears number 18. And when in doubt, Kirk Cousins just throws it somewhere in the vicinity of 18, and he goes up and catches it. I don't know how it happens, but it's the same phenomenon that we used to see with Aaron Rodgers and Devontae. It's what Tua is doing now. I just throw it in the direction of Tyreek or Jalen, and they catch it. And all of a sudden, we're going to talk about this later, it looks like Tua is maybe edged into the MVP lead. Okay, so that's what happens when you finally get a kid who can make you look way better than you deserve to look.
We saw what Stephon Diggs did for Josh Allen.
Okay.
He took off.
Okay,
you saw what Tyreek did for Tua? Yeah, absolutely.
I saw what Tyreek did for your guy.
So how that guy doing now?
I think he got another Tyreek. I think they just acquired him.
You saw Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
You saw him. We keep him. We keep him.
Okay, here's what I've seen from Justin Jefferson against my Dallas Cowboys in the last 2 years, 2020 and then 2021. The first game, this is against Andy Dalton. He had some impact. He caught 3 for 86. He had 1 touchdown. But last year against Cooper Rush, he caught 2 balls for a grand total of 21 yards against my Dallas Cowboys. So somehow we have the formula, we have the antidote for Justin Jefferson.
You want to bet he catch more than 2 balls this time?
Well, I would hope you're right about that.
You better hope I'm wrong.
Well, I'm not going to bet on it because surely he can do better than 2 for 21 after the display we saw yesterday in Buffalo.
I asked you a simple question earlier. Is he better than CD? It's a simple yes or no.
He has been better than CD, but I think CD has a chance to rise and shine because CD's had 2 big games up there in Minneapolis. He likes it there.
He finally had a 100-yard game.
You like that, CD? Yes, I do.
All I know, hold on.
First 100-yard game of the year for CD.
Yes! Yeah. How many does JJ have? Plenty.
So far against Dallas, Justin Jefferson has 9 targets for 5 catches and 107 yards. It's not exactly Hall of Fame numbers that he's put up.
But skipping 2 games, 9.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. What was his targets yesterday? Targets for Jefferson. Jefferson had 16 targets yesterday, 10 catches, $193 on a tub. Can I interest you in that?
Okay, that's 1 game. I got 2 games against Dallas when he's had about half of that production. 2 games.
Skip 9 targets. I mean, you one of these guys. Look, I can't make magic all the time. I can't feed 5,000 with 2 fish and a loaf of bread every day. That's a rare occasion I can do it.
There was only one human who ever did that before.
Well, you try to make Justin Jefferson do things that's inhuman.
Okay. So 2 years ago, would you believe that I've got the old cliche equivalent of 2 redheaded stepchildren? I got Andy Dalton going up there and beating Kirk Cousins, and then I got Cooper Rush, another redheaded quote-unquote stepchild, another backup quarterback, going up there and beating Andy Dalton. Beating Kirk Cousins at Minneapolis the last 2 years. Would you believe Andy Dalton went up there and won 31-28, and then Cooper Rush threw a late touchdown pass to Amari Cooper, no longer a Cowboy, to win 20-16 last year, mid-year at Minneapolis? Are you believing that?
No.
So shouldn't Dak Prescott be able to go up there and win as the starting quarterback?
Every year the season starts different. You can't say because such and such did this, therefore such and such should do that. It doesn't work like that in sports. You know that.
Well, I know that the odds makers, as Jen just told you, they're saying, no, time out. We don't believe in Kirk Cousins because we still think Dallas should be favored by 1.5 at Minnesota. At Minnesota.
They didn't believe in Aaron Rodgers either. Wow. How'd that work out for them? They didn't believe in the Astros. Old Mattress Jack.
Did you just put Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers in the same sentence?
Were they underdogs?
I think you just
Were they
did.
underdogs?
By 5.
Okay, then what happened?
Okay, well, Aaron Rodgers happened just like I thought.
And watch First Cousins.
I told you I would have taken those points and run with them.
Watch 5 Chains do what he do.
Okay, well, is he going to do it? The odds makers are saying, no,
Dalvin Cook.
Really?
Dalvin
Cook might be able to do it. He just might be.
Because
Dalvin Cook broke loose for 81 yards with 1:34 left in the third quarter, and that was the game saver, actually. That saved them because they're down 27-10 at that point.
Yeah.
Without that run, just breakaway up the sideline, gone. Without that, we're having a different conversation.
So that made it 27-17. So Kirk Cousins goes into the fourth quarter down 10. And then what did he do?
Where's 18?
What did he do?
Where is 18?
Hold on.
Oh, he's somewhere over there. I'll throw it over there.
Hold on.
Huh.
You didn't have no problem when Troy was throwing to Michael Irvin.
No.
People didn't have a problem when Joe was throwing to Jerry. So now all of a sudden it's a problem that Kirk Cousins have a number one receiver and he's going to it.
Troy threw darts to Michael Irvin. They look like they're actually intended for Michael Irvin.
Intended for him. No, he said he died there.
He just says, I don't know where he is, but I'm throwing it up there somewhere.
No, he ain't throwing it up there. He ain't just throwing it up there. Don't do that, Skip.
He wears 8 like Troy used to wear 8. That's like disgraceful.
8 to 18. I don't know how they come up with this number, but that's a tub.
I like 4 to 88 over 8 to 18. I'll take
whatever.
88.
Whatever.
Yep. I will take it this Sunday at Minneapolis. I will take it.
Pat P locked that thing down. Pat P got him 2 picks.
He is really good.
But the thing about the Vikings, Skip, they've been healthy. Harrison Smith is 33, didn't miss any time. Pat P is 32.
Yep.
Their linebackers are 30, and they're playing.
They got all that going, but in the end, it comes down to the quarterback. And I don't trust Kirk Cousins. I've never trusted him because I don't need to trust him.
But you don't trust Dak either.
You know, I trust Kirk Cousins to throw it to us.
You trust Dak?
Yeah.
I mean, if I go back and listen to you the first segment and then the other, you don't trust Dak either.
What did I propose at the end of the first segment? Maybe we could we'll let Dak play for 3 quarters, we'll let Cooper close.
I told you what Cooper Rush is. He's a guy.
Well, all he did was save the season. That guy is the guy.